Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Gray here with Coach John Olive this morning on the John Olive's Fifth Quarter Show. It's Wildcat Football 2015, and Coach, we had the Pearl Cohns came rolling through Tullahoma Wilkins Stadium last night with a vengeance.
The Firebirds.
Firebirds.
One of the better 4A teams in our state. Record's very deceiving just because of who they've lost to. And they'll play for their region championship next Friday night. Is their outstanding team, and we knew that going in. I guess need to say some things to set the stage here a little bit. Number 5 has got all kind of offers from all over the place.
Right.
Okay. Groves is his name, and he is a, quote, 4-star recruit, and everything I've seen of him says that he's legit, that he'll be a fine football player for somebody on the next level. As you watch the video, number 40
big boy
is being recruited by several people, and is a 2-star recruit.
Right.
And we had our hands full with him. Plays the right defensive end when he's in there. The guy who got our attention during the ball game was number 51. I don't have any idea what kind of recruit he is, but he was one really good offensive lineman. He played left tackle, and as you watch the video, if you want to see a young man that's good size and can move his feet, he's the type of guy that plays at the next level. So, from that standpoint, one of the things we realized in the 3 games that we had on them was that they complete 76% of their passes 10 yards or less, and then once they catch it, they just take off and go. And they completed 16% of their passes 10 yards or deeper. So we decided that we were willing to give them shots deep and try to take away all the short passes.
Short stuff, yeah.
We took away most of the short passes, except for the screens that they threw behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
But they completed
2 bombs.
2 bombs. But we knew they would complete some of them. We just were hoping that they would stay with that 1 out of 6, 1 out of 5 ratio, throwing it deep. And then eventually we tried to go back to some base defense stuff, and it didn't make any difference there.
Right.
But we knew that we were basically playing man-to-man. We tried to make them convinced that, and for about a quarter it worked.
Right.
That we were convinced that we had safeties helping over the top and everything. But as you watch the video, you'll see somebody's moving down. We're trying to play 8 men in the box to stop their running game. And so anyway, defensively, that was the plan. Offensively, we just had our hands full. It's hard to have an offense when you can't block people, and it's hard enough when you miss one.
Right.
I was looking at the video last night, and there are some plays that we cannot make any of the blocks on that side of the line.
And that's
we
tough.
were 0 for 3, and that just makes it tough to move the ball to that side. And it's not anything against our linemen or anything. It wasn't a matter of effort. If you watch number 68, you'll see him chasing people, blocking people. But he's 170 pounds trying to block somebody that's faster than him, 100 pounds heavier than him maybe, and
6 inches taller.
Oh, definitely. And so anyway, there were just some inadequacies there. But if you're a pure football purist, you want to see some really good athletes, watch the video here. I appreciate the fans that did come out last night.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the band being there, and it was a fundraising night again for cancer, which is such a terrible types of disease. I mean, there's all kinds of it out there, and we have 2 former teachers and coaches that are personally battling types of cancer, and that being Jeff Taylor and Mario Braston. And I don't know, I wasn't out there, so I don't know how much money was raised during the week or anything else, but I hope that that we had a nice gift for those people to help with the expenses, because it's a super expensive thing. It knocks you out of work, especially when you start going through that chemo and you don't respond very well.
Right.
So anyway, there's a lot more things more important in life than a football game, but we sure do enjoy playing football, and I hope people enjoy watching.
Yeah, and I want to bring to light, I don't know whether they're seniors or whatever, but there were two other people that stood out last night to me. There was that little number 3 running back, which was he was one of those kids that just hard-nosed. I mean, when he hit the line, every time he hit it, he was wide open. And the quarterback was a big old boy who could run, and the problem he had was he'd run around so much, he'd run back into where he'd been before, and he'd end up one of his guys a clip, because they didn't know where he was coming or where he was going. But those 2 bombs he threw looked like Russell Wilson passes. They looked like those rainbow passes. They just, when they got to the end zone, they were dropping like a bomb.
That they were.
And it's hard. That's a very, very difficult type pass to defend.
Well, I mean, both times the corner on those 2 deep passes, the first one I can see from both angles. So Matthew did everything he is taught to do. He did nothing wrong, except he can't run as fast as
right.
And
jump is high.
We don't have him backed off to where he can be backed off and be already a 5-yard lead to get out of there. And
well, you're trying to cut off the short pass.
Because if they threw it out there to number 5 and Matthew misses the tackle, which
probably will.
Well, everybody else had.
Yeah.
I mean, we had video on, so there was no reason to think we were going to be any different. He was gone because he's going to outrun everybody else.
Everybody.
And I know that from the side view, it looks like Matthew's right there. All he's got to do is reach out for the ball. Well, when you look at it from the end zone view, he's 4 or 5 yards away. That guy's pulling away from him, and he slows up on one of them just a little bit because the ball, he's going to make sure the ball comes down over his shoulder instead of reaching back for it, which if he's reaching back for it, Matthew might have a chance if he's a step or 2 closer. But he just slowed down and let the ball come down over that shoulder. Matthew could pass interfere with him if he had called up, which he didn't.
Couldn't catch up.
No.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
well,
it's just a matter of athletic ability there, and we told the secondary people, check your ego, check it at the locker room when you walk out the door, because you're going to get beat deep. We knew that. We were willing to give them 2 touchdown passes if we could take all the other stuff away. Now, you'll see them make an adjustment and throw nothing but screens the first 2 plays of the third quarter, about 70 yards in 2 plays. I mean, because
speed.
We can't take the screen away from them. We're trying to. We got a kid out there trying to get off a block. We got a safety coming, but they get the ball in open field. We were in trouble, and we knew that. So that was a game plan. Defensively, it was a gamble. We knew it was a gamble, and I've talked a lot right here, and they probably want to watch a little football.
Hey, let's watch some football. We'll do that right after this commercial break. Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Tamco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree Southern Rose, and Sun windows, Trader's grills, Quickset locks, General Shale brick, Yellow wood, and Pass Load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply. 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
Unlike all the rest, Southern Community Bank will provide you with a different banking experience because you are our first priority. Our services are intuitive. Our team is friendly. Our approach is refreshing. Our support to the community is unwavering. And our service is clearly unique. We offer accounts that make banking simple and hassle-free with all the conveniences you want and need most. Call Southern Community Bank and experience the bank that is unlike all the rest.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Our captains last night, number 35, Amonte Taylor. Number 85, a first-year senior player, Nathan Ledford, who plays on special teams and plays as a wide receiver. Number 28, Jay Coop. And number 12, Cason Buckner. And Coop, Jay, moved here last year from Murfreesboro, and it's been a great addition to the football team. And then Cason Buckner, we finally got him back last week, and then lo and behold, we don't lose him again last night. Yeah. So it's just been a tough year there.
And he's a tough kid.
I thought he was the one who played. I thought he played his best ball game last night. I really did, on both sides of the ball. And tough break. We won the coin toss, which is only the third one I think we've won this year. And we choose to go ahead and get the football. Let's get this thing going. And Cason Buckner on the return and gets it out to about the 23, 24-yard line. We're going to open up, throwing a pass right here. We're trying to give them a little different looks that we haven't used, and thought we could get it in there to either Emmanuel or Monte, and not able to. But we're going to come back and hit a Monte right here for a first down. Eli Grove.
Yeah, great release.
Monte Taylor. And
out of there quick. Of course,
So-
those guys, you have to be quick, don't you?
Definitely. Eli Grove on the carry there for a couple of yards. Come back and hand the ball off to Dylan McElhaney.
There's that number 40 you were talking about.
He rifles underneath us several times, and look at that. We've got a mismatch right there. We've got a sophomore offensive tackle, Bryce Coffey, playing against a guy that's going to be playing
SEC football.
I don't know if he'll be SEC or not, but he's going to be MTSU, Memphis level on. It's going to be still big boy football.
Well, that Memphis level right now is a pretty good level.
Pretty good level. Yeah. But he's.
They're ranked number 18, and after their victory last night, they'll probably move up a slot, maybe.
There's Grove, and Dylan Pearson shot through there and got enough of his foot to trip him. I thought Dylan played a good football game last night. We don't play perfectly, but I thought Dylan gave a great effort, and he missed a few tackles, but he made a lot of tackles.
Now, that number 5, what's he weigh?
He's probably not quite that big. He's probably in the 185, 190 range would be my guess. Though I about decided, they had the quarterback listed at 2 1/4, and when I was eyeballing him last night, I decided he might be more than 2 1/4.
Right.
He might be closer to 235, 240. And that was the first of their long touchdown passes there, and but we knew that. We were willing to gamble, and if they beat us with a deep ball, because you don't see them try to throw it deep again some other times, and they don't complete them.
Right.
And we were just going by what the percentages were. We just knew what he completed when it was short.
And you were right. You could see in the stands last night, it looked like it was a whole lot closer than that. You could see from that video that there's 3-4 yards there that for that ball to drop in there.
And the end zone shot even shows it better than this side shot.
Yeah.
Yes. We draw them off sides there, so we pick up 5 yards, and we just miss Cohn there. We've got him open and just missing. Eli there on the keep, picks up 3. 3rd and short. We try to see exactly how they're lining up, and we're also trying to drain the clock.
Look at there. Look at that big
We
boy.
try to run a screen, and they're well coached. That's a defensive tackle, number 28 or 29, whatever he was. He came off the guard there, but they line up in the neutral zone, and so there's offsides against Cohn on the punt there, so we get the first down. And
there's number 40.
Number
again.
40, yeah. You don't watch him.
He's back here as quick as the ball is.
Well,
just
both
about.
he and 7. There's one that's really impressive here where he takes the dive and the quarterback. And, you know, you think you've gotten outside him because he steps down in there to take the dive. And anyway, we pull it, and then he makes the tackle on that as well. There we hit Matthew Ross. And Matthew has just really been a real pleasant surprise. Come back, we're going to hit
Good job.
Matthew Meadows there, and Matthew picks up the first down, and he's been out. He's been hurt. Got hurt in practice about 3 weeks ago, and so it was nice to get Matthew back. And you can't run east and west. There's number 40 again. He's one outstanding football player. We try to see what they're lining up in so that we can call the play there, and you know, we go for the home run there and not able to pitch and catch, so makes it 4th down and about 15, so we're going to punt the ball away, and Chase Fowler, I thought, did a good job punting last night. That one was an excellent punt right there.
Yes, it was.
Right at 40 yards, and we had 2 that were a little short, but he did a good job of getting a couple of them just off.
That one probably would have run another 10 yards
If it hadn't
or so
hit
if it
us.
hadn't hit our man.
Yeah. And here we get our first sack of the night, and I think it turned out to be our only sack of the night, but that was a good job by Jace.
Now, where's that
Jason
number 51 you're talking about?
He's a left tackle most of the time. But I'm just telling you, he can get on you and stay on you, and you know, I watched him pass pro. I watched him get on our linebackers. I watched him devour defensive ends.
Right.
He's a good football player. 54 was another one that we thought was really good coming in, and I haven't watched him as much. But see, there's a deep ball, and we like that. That's what we wanted right there. Take that shot on us, and let's see if you can complete it. And so anyway, defense 3 and out. That's a great job. And Cohn Buckner comes up, catches that punt. Man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's what we want. We had great field position. They ended up getting a penalty for a sideline violation right there. Both of us ended up with Sideline violations, as we had personnel get too close to the game field and the officials run into them, and it's automatic penalties, no warnings. And so anyway, we've got the ball in great field position, but we lose yardage and we're still all right. We got 3 downs to get on down there to that thing if we can just move it forward. And had an open receiver, and one of them got his hand up. And I'm telling you, seven lined up at defensive end. He lined up at defensive tackle. And then they could bring in big defensive tackles to play. They're a rather impressive bunch on the defensive side of the ball. And we're lucky that that one doesn't get intercepted and run for a touchdown. So we have to punt it back to them. And again, we do a great job pinning them down there. And
down inside the 10.
I thought that guy was going to try to pick it up right there.
I thought he was too.
And, you know,
he was sneaky. He was sneaking around behind the back of the
that
pile.
was.
Look at that.
There's
Straight
your number
shot.
3 that you like. And he's a hard-nosed runner. And I really think that that's their number 6. I think number 6 must have left his jersey at home.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is. That's
because you didn't know him.
Number 3 was not somebody on our radar. Not to say that they don't have a number 3 that's really, really good, but I mean, they're a good football team. And again, hard running. Emmanuel Williams makes the stop there.
You know, the one thing that I stood out to me last night versus the last time we played them was they seemed quite a bit more disciplined than they were years ago.
Coach Brunetti has done a great job there. He's been there for several years now, and they've made deep playoff runs a couple of times. I think they had one off year, maybe out of the last 4. The rest of the time they've been in the hunt.
That number 1, that quarterback is a man.
Yeah, he's a big young man. And I'll be surprised if they don't make another pretty good playoff run. And they're going west this time. They and Knox Fulton have been playing each other in Fulton, which is the powerhouse out of East Tennessee, and this classification has knocked them off. And
there's another nickel.
Yeah, and you know, we had a blitz on. They chipped us enough that Dillon was about to get to him when he released it.
Yeah.
But you know, close counts, horseshoes, hand grenades, and atomic bombs.
Yeah.
I think that's the old saying.
Something like that.
Yeah. And so.
Why does somebody take the time to line up and do that stuff like that?
Because I'm sure they've got an onside kick that they utilize whenever they're in a situation where, like, if they're, let's say they were playing Knox Fulton, and they felt like they had to get an extra possession, then I'm sure they would onside kick it
Before they spread back out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm sure they got an onside kick after they spread back out as well. But that's what it's for. That if you're not up there, I think they're over there probably waiting for a signal. And when they get the signal, they do it. And if they don't get the signal, then they spread back out.
That's sort of like that play the Colts had the other night where they
I don't know.
Put that guy out there with one guy behind him, and he went ahead and centered.
When I saw that happening and so forth, I'm sitting there thinking, and I get mad at 15 and 16-year-olds, and those are multimillionaires there that are being paid, and you know.
Coach Loud will lose his job over that one.
I'm just sitting there going, you know, it just happens, and we've done it. I mean, you know, we've lined up with a no snap, where we're trying to draw somebody off sides, and we're willing to take a 5-yard penalty and then punt the ball away. And several times over the years, we've had a center snap the ball, and you get into the sideline, and we said we weren't snapping the ball, and they'll just,
Look
I know,
at you.
yeah, they'll give you that look, I know, and sometimes you're dumb enough to ask them, why'd you do that? Because you know what the response is gonna be. I don't know.
Well, I know one thing. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with a little bit more football.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is worth the short drive for savings that can't be beat. Take home this 2015 Chevy Equinox, 0 down, just $299 a month. Or how about this 2015 Chevy Silverado Double Cab, 0 down, just $369 a month. And as always, we will match or beat any dealer's price. So come check us out or visit us online at stanmcnabb.com. But please don't forget, when it comes to the best deals, if anyone can, Stan can.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly, lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
As football is a tradition in our community, so is Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We were here then, we are here now, serving our community for over 45 years. Continue the winning combination, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration for the win. Call 455-8757, the name you can trust.
Hi, I'm Cindy.
And I'm Jacob. I'm the Rooster.
And I'm the Red Maiden. And we would like to welcome you to
Roosterware.
Yes, Roosterware is a cottage industry producing accessories for men, women, children, babies, and pets. All items are hand cut and sewn locally. Roosterware specializes in bow ties, pocket squares, scarves, cufflinks, neckties, and aprons of all sizes for all ages. Baby products include onesies, diaper covers, bibs, and burp pads. All bow ties, tie it yourself or pre-tied, come with an adjustable neckband. All products can be made with the material of your choice, as special orders are available upon request. Don't be standing back looking at fashion. Create your own with Roosterware.
come visit us at
roosterandredmaiden.com.
to find our handcrafted designs for
The Cock of the Walk.
We open up the second quarter here with us having the ball on a 2nd and 10, and we get a motion penalty. It backs us up. I think we probably had more penalties on us last night than we'd had in a while.
Well, when you're outmatched in strength and size and speed like that, you know, if you don't give up, you're going to have penalties because you're going to have to grab hold of something.
Well, some of it was just, I don't know if it was nervousness or whatever. I mean, we ended up having to replace both offensive guards before the ball game's over. And not from their lack of effort, it was more of that we were in trouble physically.
Right.
As they had taken some shots during the game, and but I just know that we struggled with some penalties that have not necessarily been problems for us. It's one thing to get an effort penalty, it's another thing to get that mental penalty.
Right, right.
And we find ourselves down there as on the sack. We fumble the football, and 7 scoops it up and runs it in. And Cason will return this kick again. And as you can see, we're not doing a very good job of blocking, and we had done a pretty good job of blocking on kickoff returns. We've had a lot of practice at it this year, and there was a wall of white shirts that came flying through, and that's one of the things the end zone video always shows is what your blocking's doing on the kicking game on returns.
I mean, look at there.
They ran a blitz with number 5 coming off the edge and 40's coming from the other side, and they just meet at David.
Yeah, it's like J.J. Watt and Clowney meeting back there in the backfield. Good pitch and catch there as David hits Cason Buckner. And give ourselves a chance here to make a first down. And we try to get it in there to Matthew Meadows, and really tight window right there that time. Was really tight. I was going, why wasn't that ball intercepted?
Well, I thought 20 was on intercepted. I believe his eyes were on a receiver, not looking for the football. And Chase's worst punt of the night there. So they've got the ball in good field position. And they're doing the same thing to us that we were doing to them, you know, trying to see, well, what are they doing? Who's coming? And they throw the bubble screen here, and, you know.
Oh, yeah, number 2's pretty fast, too.
just a little bit, you know. We had 2 videos on them, and then we found a 3rd video that somebody gave to us that was a really good football team. We hadn't even seen number 2 do anything on the first 2 videos, and all of a sudden in that one, there's number 2 going, beep, beep, and boom.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was...
Where's the Acme truck?
Block in the back there, so...
And big number 1, big quarterback's pretty swift himself.
He can run. I had
it's just the
one coach tell me that he was
home.
really impressed with him, and he was a mid-state of the player of the week last week. That number 1 was Farrell, I believe is his last name. And so anyway, we're down 28-0, and things are not looking very good. And the one thing that we've been able to get our young men to keep doing is to keep playing hard, regardless of the sport. And I feel like we have entered a time period that was awful easy. That series was easy, and we're going to start off this series not very well, and we'll call a timeout here, I think, during this next series. I'm pretty sure that's when it was, just to try to get our kids take a deep breath and refocus, guys. You know, not a whole lot we can do in some of these situations, but we can continue to give great effort. And I just feel like we are getting to a point here that effort for the first time is really kind of waning.
Right.
And as it becomes a mental game on you. And when they brought the extra man up, and this is where we take the time out and just bring them over. Guys, take a deep breath. We can continue to give great effort, and just collect your thoughts here. And I told the offensive coaches, you know, get a play call made, as we had communication problems, and they come out and we execute a good play. David
Yeah.
hits Emmanuel Williams there for a nice pickup. It gives us a chance for a first down. And at this point in time, that's what we're trying to do, is get some first downs. Just no running at all. I mean, they are so much quicker. They're strong. And a play that's worked very well for us, over the last couple of weeks. That's the second or third time we tried to run it in this ball game, and I don't know if we've gotten back to the line of scrimmage yet. And it's been a good play for us all year long, especially for David. And we just can't handle them. And come on, make the tackle. And thank you very much. As number 5 hits Cohn in the back, and so backs them up.
Just like you said, big numbers, little numbers doesn't make any difference.
Doesn't make any difference to them.
They gonna hit you.
They will hit you. They're a very physical football team. You can see the Cardinal jerseys getting knocked around.
That's
Emmanuel
good play.
Williams, great play
7
there,
on 7.
breaking on the football. And they jump there. And I think this is where we chase him all over the place.
Yeah.
Jason Spry chasing on him. Yeah, he's getting held big time. Dylan Pearson finally knocks him out of bounds. So it's 3rd and about 4 or 5. And here comes number 2, and they hold us right there. Nick Barstead being held, and who else wants to try to take a shot? He fumbles the football, and we have a chance for a 4th and 2 or back them up. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, because we've got them going for it on 4th and 16 and 4th and 21. I said, we might as well back them back up because they'll definitely go on a 4th and 2. We do a great job here. Look, I mean, we got through there. We put pressure on him. We cannot tackle the sucker. And great job, Cohn Buckner. I mean, he's chased his man all over that field because that's a long time to stay with him. And when you look at the end zone cut, we've got people running with their guys. As I said, we played the vast majority of the time man to man.
It's like a wedge shot.
So, again, we got the ball in great field position.
Right. What can we do? What can we do?
And we take a shot at them deep there, and 25's got us pretty much covered up. But you got to take some shots at them. That's the only choice you got, and we'll hit one here in, I guess, second half. Maybe this quarter. We get Cohn on one, but that was 3rd quarter, I remember now. Good job.
That's a good play.
Yeah. I mean, same play that we hit Monte Elliott, second play of the game, and we come back and hit Matthew Ross with it, and we tried to hit Ross with it.
Matthew's a pretty good-sized kid, too, isn't he?
He is.
Now, he's a sophomore or freshman?
Freshman.
Good. That make you smile?
Oh, yes. And we protected our freshmen a little bit last night.
Look at that.
Because they've got the Lions Club Bowl coming up, which is a big ball game for them against Columbia. And we did not want to lose a freshman that has a chance to be a difference maker. And
in that game, and that's on a Thursday night,
that's
right?
This Thursday.
Those same freshmen got to play against Giles County on Friday night.
Yeah, if they're not too beat up. If they're beat up and they say, Coach, I am really sore, we won't dress them.
Yeah.
We'll just.
There he goes. There goes my man right there.
Yeah,
he's a running machine.
Oh, he's tough. And he'll probably be playing at the Ohio Valley Conference level.
Emmett Smith.
You know,
Look at that.
it's just whoops.
Effortless.
I was there, but now I'm not. And,
Effortless. There's number 51.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good football player. When he jumps out at you during a football game, but you see how he can move his feet, he just pop, pop, pop,
Yeah.
and so forth. Jay Coop on the coverage there, and, you know, just battling, trying to keep them out, and they run a trap right there.
Goes again.
One of the things, they had figured out what we were doing, and so they started going to specific formations and then running it where we were not. And good coaching by them. Sometime at the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, they started figuring out what we were trying to do and getting 8 men in the box, and they could go to a trips formation that kept us from being able to get 8 men in the box. And so sometimes it was a true trip, sometimes it was just a running back, that number 11, getting outside the tackle box. And so good coaching by them, and we knew that if they went to that we'd have some trouble. And we were just hoping it'd take them to halftime to find it.
I mean, the Williams kid is within inches of blocking that extra point every time.
He was there. You know, when he finally gets one toward the end of the ball game here, their last touchdown, I guess. And, you know, Dylan McElhaney's going to rip this one up the middle and keeps his feet moving and driving and picks up another 10 yards after contact. And,
Ref gave him a good block there.
you know, it was good effort. And, you know, at that point in time, we were thinking, just try to get a first down and run this clock out.
Right.
Now that we got across the 50, you're thinking, hey,
Let's
see if we can get down here and score, take a shot at them. And come back, and Dylan makes a good run on the outside there, good read by the quarterback, pick up 9 yards. We burn another timeout just because we didn't get the first down to stop the clock. We try to run David here and just don't get number 7 blocked. We didn't do a very good job right there. We do get the first down, so the clock did stop, and now we're going to take some shots at them, and we get Case in there on what's called a sluggo route.
Great job.
Good catch, way to lay out. I wish he could have caught it in full stride.
Right.
But you know, try to run Dylan there and get stopped. Now we're going to try to hit Matthew over here in the corner of the end zone, and we just miss him. You know, and then the unexplainable. We've done it all year long, so
yeah,
it didn't surprise me. I mean, I don't know how else we're going to turn the ball over. Dylan Pearson there would not let go. Even though he was being laid upon, he hung on to him. And
yeah, he was being laid upon, huh?
35-0, which means that when we come out to start the third quarter, 2 things: Pearl Cohn's going to get the ball, and
Mercy rule
will be in effect.
Now, let me ask you a question. If you come out in the third quarter, you got 35, and then we have the ball and we score and it goes under 35, does
the mercy rule goes off?
Goes off.
It goes back to normal.
It has to keep a 35-point
Yes.
deficit there for that
Yes.
to keep operating. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do right now is take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with the halftime show. The Wash Spot on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma is your new state-of-the-art, high-tech express tunnel car wash that gets your car clean quickly and beautifully. We have 4 washes available, from the $6 Express Wash to the $12 Supreme Clean, featuring DuraShield Total Car Protectant. Just pick your wash and let the Express Tunnel Wash leave the dirt behind. And Wash Spot has installed a new high-pressure rinse system that greatly improves your car wash quality. It gives you 40 jet nozzles producing 650 pounds per square inch. Mud, dirt, and burnt poop, beware. After the wash, you can help yourself to one of the free vacuums. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Wash Spot has added a mini detail service. It includes the Supreme Clean. They vacuum your vehicle, clean all windows inside and out, clean dash and instrument panel, shampoo 2 front floor mats, clean all door jambs, hand towel the entire vehicle, and dress the wheels and tires. All for only $25. Come by 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to get the best wash in town at a great price. We're located at 2180 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma. The Wash Spot, locally owned and operated.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
There's all the talk right now.
Corporate sponsors, Russell Barnett Automotive, Ian McNabb Automotive, Citizens Track Heavy Bank, Traders National Bank, Southern Electric, IWS Logistics, Action Graphics, T-Shirt Spot, Tennessee Tanning Company, Aaron's Rental, and GNC of Tullahoma. As our middle schoolers take the field to join us, we want to invite everyone to come out tomorrow and catch the March-a-thon. Tullahoma's band's second annual March-a-thon tomorrow from 12 noon to 5 p.m. Band will march and perform around the city of Tullahoma. Neighborhoods and locations include Brookfield neighborhood, West Side, Blue Creek neighborhoods, Kings Ridge neighborhood. We'll do a stop at the NHC of Tullahoma, Morning Point, and the North King Mall. Please visit www.tullahomaband.org for more information. If you'd like to make a donation, please visit our concession stand under the home sign. And at this time, we would like to welcome middle school students from East and West Middle School here in Tullahoma. Middle schoolers, head on! Tonight, the combined bands from East and West Middle School, along with your THS Wildcat Band, will perform All I Do Is Win by DJ Cohn.
Try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car. The folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Are you a shoeinista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bryn's Shoe Boutique, located at the Downtown Avenues, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bryn's. Owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, Bandolero, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bryn's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection just doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford. That's Bryn's Shoe Boutique, now located at the Downtown Avenues, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma.
It's that time of year again. This is Sarah McCamey with Markham's Pharmacy. Don't let the flu get you down this year. Thousands of people miss school or work each year because of the flu. Don't be a statistic. Let the friendly folks at Markram's Pharmacy help you stay well. No appointment necessary. Become a flu-free family with the help of Markram's Pharmacy.
Markram's Pharmacy is your hometown discount pharmacy and so much more. We hope to see you soon.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham from the News Channel 5 Weather Center. Look to Jim Fuller and crew for local news night here on Channel 6.
Second half opens up with Chase Fowler kicking off and do a good job here on coverage. We don't get him at the 30-yard line. I thought he was about to get out of there, and Casey Buckner makes the tackle. And good job by the kickoff team. That was a fear that we had, is that they'd get a big play. Now they open up running a little screen here to Grove, and
fast,
and we can't get off the blocks, and James Perrell and Nick Barstead on the tackle, and they come back and throw the screen the other way, and you know, Jay Coop came up but misjudged the speed, and he actually split right between Perrell and Coop, and then he outruns everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, once those guys like that turn that corner, plant that foot, and head downhill, it's tough.
I mean, CPA is a good football team. We saw that same play, little different variation, but same kid carrying the football did the same thing to CPA, and you know, they're defending state champions, and will probably be there again this year. So he's an outstanding football player and has outstanding speed. And Kaysen on the return. And backside linebacker comes in there, and you know, we didn't stay to the play side, and anyway, he's unaccounted for. There's nobody that can block him. So anyway, pick up 2 yards though. And they had a defensive back lineup off sides on that one as they were up there trying to press our receivers. And so we pick up 5 yards. We try to run a manual here, and we can't get him around the corner. And so we've got a big third down, and we're going to give the 5 yards right back as we flinch. And so we're coming back. So now we got a 3rd and 8. And Eli's rolling to his left, and he throws, and Kaysen Buckner just makes a great catch. He goes right up and over the top of the guy. That was probably an INT, but then we lose Kaysen right there. And
when that shoulder hit the ground.
Yeah.
There's that boy that was on top of him probably weighs 50 more pounds than he did.
I don't know, but it's just one of those freak things. I mean,
well, you've
you see
noticed
it
that
happen.
a lot.
You see it happen, but you know,
the one that
a lot
I've
of people get tackled across America, and just from time to time you just hit just right, and collarbone can't take that pressure. We try to sneak one in there to a manual, and not able to do it. So face a 3rd down here, and
I've noticed a lot as well where they're hitting on their elbows, and that just the pressure, the shock going up from the elbows doing the same thing up in there. Of course, that's at the pro level where the intensity is a whole lot more.
The weight's a lot more at that level, you know. So
Hey,
number
so that's
40
getting
again,
in there.
and number 40. We couldn't
Ride
cut
'em,
him
cowboy.
off. And so we're going to line up to kick a field goal, and they'll line up off sides. David goes out there to replace somebody we were missing, and they line up off sides, and so we get it 5 yards closer, and with Nick Barstead holding.
All right, go Cats.
Chase Farler puts it right through, and we do at least finally get on the board. And again, just, you know, got to keep him hemmed up. Can't let him get back across the field. And not a bad job. James Perrell there, and teammates on the tackle. Now, they've got the majority of their backup players in now, and I guess the most disappointing thing was that they still could move the football, and we still could not move the football. And they don't go to more of a power type running game. We try to go to more of our base defensive fronts, which opened up that pass that they just completed. And
that one.
Yeah, I mean, we're sitting there thinking, okay, they've got their younger kids in there, don't run the football, and as it turns out, they're running their offense. So that ended the third quarter, and this is the beginning of the fourth quarter right here, and good hard-nosed run.
Yeah. All right. So I think we caught the back of the room by surprise there just a little bit.
Well, when you're in that mercy rule, it goes quick.
It goes real fast. It certainly does. So what we'll do right now is take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter Tullahoma Pearl Cohn 2015.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester is your home for both new and pre-owned trucks. We have a huge selection of over 200 trucks to choose from. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com and view our great selection. We are your truck headquarters, and we want to be your one-stop shop. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, your truck headquarters. Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Shortstop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. It has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
And so you can get another look at number 27 here, as he's not a bad-looking running back at all.
No.
You know, he hunted and pecked and
well, he
was
went down the
leaning
sideline
forward
for about 30 yards just a minute ago.
And Emmanuel Williams is on the block it.
There he goes.
Looked like he was on block it with his shins. They were a little slow on that one, and he was all over it.
Well, he's been trying the whole ball game.
And you know, we've blocked several this year, and their young kids just scored on us, and I'm sitting there thinking, all right, offensively, we need to take this thing and drive it down the field, and let's score again against them, assuming they don't put their young kids in, and they do. But I'm telling you, you watch these defensive tackles. We'll get people blocked at the point of attack, and that backside tackle will be eating our lunch out.
And
he's just a good-looking young kid. You know, he's good size and. We're just, you know, this, like I said earlier, this is probably the most disappointing part of it is that their young kids are able to win battles.
Of course, you know, you need to realize we're playing with our fourth quarterback, third quarterback.
Well, we got,
you know, we're playing with a lot of freshmen
and so forth. It's just,
you know, they're,
like I said, you know, when you look at it, that was the most negative thing of the night. The score didn't, you know, it wasn't a huge surprise. Is it fun? No, but we knew what we were facing. We knew what the deficiencies were. Jacob Hill hanging on to a leg down there, and we finally get enough shirts there to make the tackle. And they're trying to throw the ball here and not able to, and so a little better job on coverage there. We got them in a big third down and they run a counter and we're there. We just missed the tackle, and so he gets the first down. I believe that receiver's offsides, best I can tell.
Look at that big block and,
you know,
61 going down through there 10 yards downfield.
Yeah, they're playing power football here. They're just running a counter or a power, whichever one they've got called. Good job there by Dylan Pearson. We bring him up and put him on the center's nose, trying to just change up their blocking scheme a little bit. And they try to go deep there, and Nick Barstead's pretty good position there. Nick played a lot last night at corner and had a really good day, especially Wednesday in practice. And I mean, he just jumped some routes really well, and he's done that all year long.
Mm-hmm.
He's been out as well, been injured. And,
Get him.
Anyway, I've told him, I said, son, you've done so good. You're going to get some playing time on Friday. And then one of the other quarterbacks says, well, Coach, he knows the signals. He knows what the routes are. So that may have explained why he had such a good Wednesday practice. But anyway.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to put a quarterback out there playing defense.
Yeah, but he jumped every route. And,
defending his own offense.
Yeah, so I decided we'd give him that opportunity. And but he played well last night. You know, I don't think he gave up a reception, and so it was good. Here we hit Sam Brock, and Sam's able to pick up 4 or 5, but not enough for the first down. And then I blame Coach McMurtry for putting in a fake on the punt, telling the punter to drop the ball and then pick it up and run. But I'm just glad he didn't. I'm glad that Chase didn't panic when he fumbled the football. You know, all you got to do is go back to last Saturday when the punter from Michigan panicked.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he didn't panic, so I was glad to see that.
All that old boy had to do was fall on it.
And here was one of the most dangerous plays of the night as David gets his helmet ripped off, and then the second guy hits him there and hits him in the side of the face with his helmet. And
how was he at the end of the game?
I'm sure very sore. I'm sure he's had a hard time eating breakfast this morning as he took the shot right in the jaw there. And
did he have any concussion stuff?
No.
Looking stuff?
It was just that he's going to be really sore in that jaw.
Yeah, I bet.
Ear.
He's obviously, by the way he's run the ball when he's been in the game and some of the he's a tough kid.
He's got 2 older brothers that I'm sure picked on him quite a bit growing up. And I'd say he's a rather tough young individual.
He's a tough kid, and he runs hard. And but that's when you play a tough team like that, it's a long night. And I'm sure those kids toward the end of that ball game are tired, beat up, worn out, and we just commend our boys for keep going out there, play after play, and doing the best they can do to survive, because that's when you play somebody like that, you're in survival mode.
The people that have played the game of football, they understand. They understand that it is survival mode.
You're survival,
and it's physical survival, it's mental survival. I mean, as we said, there are a lot of Cardinal jerseys hitting the ground throughout the night. Those guys, if they zeroed in on you, if you watch the punt. If you watch this replay again at another time and you watch just the punts by themselves, and on every punt you see somebody go rolling across the ground because they're being picked out and hit and so forth. Big week coming up though. Our JV will go to Warren County Monday night to play. Our freshmen will play in the Lions Bowl at 8 o'clock. You can get tickets from the freshman players. You will have tickets up at the office, there at the main office if you want to come by and purchase them there. They're $5, and you get to see 2 ball games for that $5. First ball game will be Oakland out of Murfreesboro versus CPA. I have seen Oakland's freshman team on tape. I've not seen CPA, but the Lions Club people tell me that CPA may be the best of all the teams coming in. So if you want to see a doubleheader football game, come at 6 o'clock for that first one between CPA and Oakland's freshmen, and then hang around and see if our freshmen can stay undefeated against Columbia. And
Great.
2 freshman teams that look very similar to each other. Columbia has probably 2 athletes better than any of ours, but I think we've probably got more quality athletes than they do. But it'll be a good ball game and be interesting to see if our freshmen can hang on. Then on Friday night, we have Giles County coming in here. Giles County's 2-7. They won again last night. The back half of the season here, they're 2-2 with our game coming up. I've not seen them since early in the season when they played Shelbyville. I think they've got one of the best, Tucker kid, that's one of the best running backs in the mid-state as far as yardage goes. He's in the top 5 or 6 in the leaders in the mid-state. They've got a wide receiver named Holly that really played well against Shelbyville. But if you're 2-7, it tells you that they've been beaten 7 times. I look at it as a great opportunity for this football team to have a chance to take that offer off the board and get one. And one means a whole lot more than that 0.
That's right.
So
and we need.
I hope you'll be there on Friday night for senior night. We'll recognize them before the ball game. That's band, cheerleaders, and football seniors will be recognized, and then see if the Wildcats can't find a way to win one ball game this year.
Find a way to win. Folks, we appreciate you being with us every weekend, and we appreciate you being in the stands. And just like Coach Olive said, next Friday night will be our last ball game this year, and we sure would love to see the stands full again like they were at the first of the season. And, give these young Wildcats a round of applause for surviving. It's been a tough year, but it's not over yet, and we've got an opportunity to learn how to win next Friday night. We'll see you in the stands. Thank you, and see you next time.